Hello, am I live? I am like, good evening everybody from Jakarta, Indonesia. How are you? We're doing a wee Facebook live here and I got a lot of good questions from you. So I just crack on. How does it feel to be on your third solo album? Feels good. Feels really good. It's coming out on Friday, obviously, so it's going to be fun to get the new album out. So a busy couple of weeks ahead for promo and stuff like that. But yeah, it's my third album. It's a very proud feeling, and I'm really excited for you all to hear all the songs, obviously the full versions of them all, and see what you think, because obviously the most important thing is that you like the album. So I'm really proud of it. I think it's a really great album, and hopefully you will love it. Okay, next one, let me see. Sorry, and I'm just reading here as well as I look. Is there any song that you wanted to record for the Love Always that you didn't get time to? Yeah, there's always songs you want to kind of think of that you might, want to do. But it's suppose it's one of those things. You got to pick the songs that you think are best, and go from there. But no, at the moment I'm happy with the set list and for the album, and the next album or whatever will be the next set list. The songs that I kind of think of now that I come up with for the next album. No, I do my one there.
No.
Okay, so I need to keep that open. Okay. Next question, just reading through them here now. Okay. How did you come up with the name Love Always? Love Always is a name that I kind of wanted to do something personal, that was kind of personal for I suppose for me, for the album, and something that, could have love in it. And I always sign my autograph Love Always. So yeah, I was just signing my autograph one day and I thought, you know what? That's a pretty good idea, to call the album Love Always, so I did. So I hope you like it. Let me see. Right, okay. Tell us what TV shows you will be on. Okay. So next week, obviously the album's coming out. The first TV show I'm going to be doing is The Rose of Tralee, which is obviously a massive TV show in Ireland, and it's going to be my first performance, obviously, off the album. And do I say what song I'm performing? Yeah, so I'm performing Heaven, which is my favourite song from the album, and it's a good kind of, I suppose, representation of what the album is. It's a collection of my favourite love songs, and Heaven is my favourite song on the album. So I'd be performing that, a really cool performance we've got coming for that. So that's going to be Tuesday night. I'm going to be on stage around 10 p.m, but it's the final of The Rose of Tralee, so it's going to be very exciting. It was my first TV show I did as well, years ago when I was doing the first performance I ever did was The Rose of Tralee. So it's nice to be going back, obviously 4 years later, but it's nice to be going back doing the next performance. Okay, so Friday, BBC Breakfast, I'm going to be on BBC One at 8:30 a.m. for the BBC Breakfast, obviously, the early morning show. Sunday, I'm going to be on Sunday Brunch at Channel 4 at 9:30. Tuesday, 29th, I'm going to be on Loose Women. That'll be fun, always is. ITV One at 12:30 p.m. on Tuesday, 29th. Wednesday, I'm going to be on BBC Radio 2 live performance of the Ken Bruce Show at 11 a.m, which is going to be very special. I'm going to sing a few songs on that, so that's going to be really cool. I've really wanted to do that for a long time, so looking forward to getting back to Radio 2 to do that. Okay, next question. Do you prefer cats or dogs? I like both. I have two dogs who I love very much, Miley and Harry. I had two dogs for a long time, but both of them actually died sadly last year. So I've got a new Labrador, black Labrador Harry, who I absolutely adore, and Miley as well. She's a small little dog, and the kids love Miley. We also have a cat called Snowflake, but Nicole is basically, she loves Nicole. She goes everywhere Nicole goes, but she's a beautiful white kind of tiger look, really cool, very unusual colour, but beautiful looking cat. Okay, why did you decide to record an album of love songs now? I just felt it was the right time. I've talked with Louis a lot about it. We've been talking about this for a few years, and he always said I'd love you to do a love songs covers album at some stage. And I thought, you know what, I've done 2 original albums now, and it's the right time to do it. I love singing great songs, and it's a really exciting album to make. You get to pick, some of the best love songs in the world, and get to sing them, which I love to do. So, and I think when people, I suppose, see me, they know me obviously for singing love songs, so it's the perfect fit, and I'm very happy that I've done it. And I don't think it'll be my last kind of love songs album either. I think I will do one again in the future, but we'll see how you like this one first. Okay, where am I? I love the video for Unbreakable. Where was it filmed? It was filmed in Ireland, in Britis Bay, which is a beautiful part of the east coast of Ireland, kind of in between Dublin and Wexford. It's a really, really nice, very nice, long beach, very picturesque. It was just somewhere we thought would be perfect for it. I've never really done like I suppose a solo beach video, and we wanted to do one, so we thought it'd be the perfect song, perfect location, and we literally got the perfect day. It was meant to be raining, which we were worried about, but then it became a very sunny day, and we were very, very happy about it. So hope you like it. I've seen all your comments, obviously, and I know you do, so I'm very, very happy with it. Okay, how many songs did you write on the Love Always? I wrote 3 songs on the Love Always album. You know, I think songwriting is something I still want to do a lot. It's something I love to do. But I think this album is more focused on obviously the love songs and the famous love songs because of what it is. But I still want to do a bit of writing on this anyway, because it's always good to keep your hand in there and kind of keep learning, keep, you know, exploring songwriting. You never know when you're going to go to a studio and come up with an incredible song. So yeah, I'll always keep writing. It's something that I will continue to do forever. Okay, 1 second now. Let me see. What would be your next single from Love Always? The next single, we're still deciding. It's probably going to be, I think it's going to be Don't Dream It's Over, because I just love the version of it. I love the song. The version even might be slightly different for the single version. But the version on it now is a slightly bit more, it's still a full production, but it's still a bit of acoustic vibe to it too. So I think the new version for the single will be different. It will be bigger production, and more of a single kind of sounding song. But yeah, it's a great song, Crowded House, you know, amazing tune, and one that Louis actually picked that he really wanted me to do, and I never even thought of doing it. But then I thought, you know, what a song, and I recorded it, and it was definitely the most enjoyable chorus for me to sing on the album. It was a really, I don't know, just my voice was in a really nice place, and I loved it. So yeah, and it's obviously got tempo too, so it's nice. It's going to be a big song on the tour. I've got something cool planned for it on the tour as well, so it's yeah, probably going to be Don't Dream It's Over. Okay, let me see. All your questions, my God, I've got so many questions. Let me see right there. Next thing you'll always. Do you prefer constant travel or staying at home? Well, obviously I have to travel for my job. I obviously come to Asia. I'm in Jakarta right now at the moment, and I come to Asia a lot. But yeah, no, I like being at home. Obviously when I'm off, I like spending time with Gillian and the kids, just chilling out, just being literally in Sligo, and doing all the kind of normal stuff, you know, being a dad, obviously my most important job, and just spending time with the kids and Gillian, you know, going for walks on the beach, just bringing them to school, bringing them to football, horse riding, just chilling, just doing normal life. And then when I'm away, obviously I do travel a lot, but I try to kind of balance it as much as I can, because I don't want to be a person that's always away from the kids either. I don't want to be like one of those dads that the kids never see, so I make a conscious effort to try and be at home at least 40% of the year. And then sometimes the kids obviously travel with me too, especially on tour in the UK and stuff like that. They love coming on the tour, as you all know, on the tour bus and stuff like that. They're getting all excited about that, so it's not too long to go. Okay, are you doing in-store signings? Yes, I am doing in-store signings. I've tweeted about them already, and done Facebook and stuff like that about it already, so you should see all the dates. But it's Friday the 25th, so the release of the album, it's going to be Manchester at Arndale at 5:30 p.m. Saturday 26th is going to be Ireland. It's going to be Golden Disc Dundrum at 11:30 a.m. and then Golden Disc Cork at 4:30. So Dublin at 11:30, Cork at 4:30. Monday the 28th is going to be up to Glasgow, up to Scotland, at 5:30 in Glasgow. The details are all on the website and stuff like that. Tuesday 29th, HMV Newcastle. So Tuesday is going to be Newcastle, 5:30 p.m. as well. And then Thursday is going to be Belfast. We're going to Belfast for the last day. So Belfast is going to be it's always a bit crazy in Belfast. So I'm looking forward to that, the last one. But yeah, I can't wait to see you all, guys. It's going to be a busy 10 days when the album comes out. But I'm really excited. Obviously, it's release week, so it always gets more crazy. But yeah, really looking forward to meeting you all again. And I can't wait to hear what you think of the album. That's what I'm most excited to hear, what you all think about it. Your accent is lush. Thank you. I don't know what that means, but yeah, all good. have you started rehearsing for the UK tour? I haven't started rehearsing myself for the UK tour, but I have a brand new band, a really cool band who you don't know yet and you haven't seen yet, but they're amazing and I'm very excited for you to see them all. Yeah, they've actually started rehearsing in Ireland, so it's going to be the main rehearsals don't start till like probably 2 weeks before the tour. So when the album promotion's over, I'll have some time, a few days off, and then I get straight into rehearsals. And it's going to be very exciting. We've got a really exciting show planned for the Love Always tour. It's going to be more visual. It's going to be more spectacular, I think, than the last show. It's going to be a lot of new songs in there, a lot of new surprises in there. You know, and I'm going to do a few different things with the stage set. Obviously, it's going to be a completely different stage set. But yeah, we've got some surprise songs in there as well that you won't expect maybe. Even a couple of Westlife songs in there that you mightn't expect, but ones that I really wanted to do. So it's going to be, it's going to be really, it's probably the best set list I've ever had for the tour. And I'm not just saying that, but it really is, because I've got, like, you know, obviously new songs, some songs I've done before, some new songs. Obviously you're going to hear my singles in there and stuff like that from my own albums. But yeah, the new album is going to be, there's so many great songs on that I can mix in now into the set list. So it's going to be quite a strong set list, and you'll probably know every word of every song. So yeah, it's going to be very, very exciting. So I can't wait for you to see the show. Okay, what city are you most looking forward to playing to on the UK tour? What city? There's no real city I look forward to playing the most, I'll be honest with you. Obviously when I play in Dublin and Belfast, it's Ireland, so it's obviously always, you know, you have family there, so it's probably more special when your mum and dad and stuff comes to see you. But you know, with the UK tour, I love playing every city. I love coming to every single city, every single town, because sometimes it's a new town you see for the first time, and you have a new crowd, new audience, new faces. You know, and every venue is different. Every venue has got its own little vibe, and it's exciting to be on tour. Being on stage is the best thing I do. Every night I go out, I try to put on the best show possible, and that's what I say to myself. I walk on stage, say, right, let's make this the best show ever, and sometimes it really is. It does feel like that when you come off stage. So the more you give me as a crowd, the more I can give back to you, and I want everybody to enjoy themselves and have fun. That's what that's what I'm there to do. Make sure you have fun. And make sure I have fun. Alright, what's your favourite food and your least favourite food? Ooh, good question. I obviously love home cooking. I love Gillian's cooking when I'm at home. Just simple dinners, like lovely dinners, like could be bacon and cabbage. I love that. Roast dinners. I love Asian food, actually. I love nasi goreng, which is my favourite Asian dish. It's basically got rice. It's got a bit of chicken and a bit of prawn. And it's just a really tasty dish. It's got a fried egg sitting on top. So some people might not like that at all, but I love it. What else do I like? I like pizza. I love Gillian makes a really nice pizza, homemade pizza. So I always look forward to that when I come home. We have a pizza night. Myself and Gillian and the kids have a little pizza night where we all help. We make pizzas. Well, Gillian kind of makes them, but the kids help out. And yeah, I love having pizza night. Okay, can we still order signed copies of Love Always? Yes, I think you can. I think is there still a few? Yeah, there is still copies left for the signed. Not many, but yeah, there's a few left. So if you want to get them, obviously order them. The link is on theshamefisland.com, and yeah, they're there. So when they're gone, they're gone. But there's an awful lot of them ordered, which is great. I'm delighted with it. It's amazing. It's really exciting to see how excited you are about the album, and obviously it's a special, you know, as I said, it's a special day for me. It's a special week for me next week. Special week for you. I just can't wait to hear what you think. Okay. Do you have any special warm up before you go on stage? Yeah, usually before I go on stage, I like drinking like a herbal tea. It's called Throat Coat. It's really nice, warms up your whole senses. And just kind of, I suppose, just relax. I don't do too much before I go on stage. I usually just relax, maybe do a little stretch sometimes. I've got into doing a bit of yoga and stuff like that now, which is great. Really kind of, I suppose, relaxes you to a certain degree, but also kind of gets you pumped before I go on. So I do a little bit of a yoga stretch before I go on, and then I usually just get changed, get my ear packs on, get my mic in my hand, and I walk on stage and go out to all you crazy screams. So yeah, looking forward to that. Let me see. what is your must-have item when you bring on tour? My must-have item, obviously my phone, but I suppose everyone says that. Probably actually bringing my laptop to be able to watch Netflix and stuff like that. I like especially when I go to Asia. I just finished watching The Night Of, which was really, really good. It's on, I think it's made by Fox, but I got to watch that. It was pretty cool. I like watching box sets as much as possible, because I suppose when I'm over here I usually stay in Irish time, so sometimes I could be awake till like 3 or 4 in the morning. So I like watching a few episodes and then going to sleep and having a good sleep. I do like to sleep, as you probably know, so I try and get as much sleep as possible. Sometimes even at night time I'd be wide awake. I'd go to the gym at like 2 in the morning. Like the other night we went to the gym after the show. I went to the gym at like 2:30 in the morning. But you know what, it's I'm on Irish time, so you know when you're on Irish time it's kind of like, it feels like it's, you know, obviously 7 or 8 o'clock in the evening. So yeah, sometimes I do that. So it's but yeah, probably the laptop is the most important thing. Let me see. Is there a place or country that you have never been to that you would like to go to? I'd like to see Russia. I've never been to Russia. I've been all over the world. I haven't seen a lot of South America either. I've seen obviously Argentina, Brazil. I've never been to Chile. I'd like to go to Chile. Where else have I never been to? I've never been to Timbuktu. So I'd like to go there. Where else? Probably Russia if I had to pick one place to see, because obviously it's right smack bang in the middle of the world. I'd like to see Moscow. What is Gillian's favourite song on Love Always album? She's probably got two. I'd say she'd choose Don't Dream It's Over or Heaven. She loves Heaven because it's one of our songs, I suppose, that we loved growing up together as a couple in love. But yeah, probably Don't Dream It's Over, I would say, is the most played by the kids and stuff. You know, we're in the car, they'll say, put on Don't Dream It's Over, Daddy. And I play it, so they do love it. So I really can't wait to hear what you think of that, and I can't wait to hear the new version either, because there's going to be a new version coming too. So it's yeah, it's a great song. Such a great sing-along song as well for the tour. What is your favourite aftershave? To be honest, I have lots of different. I go through different aftershaves sometimes. I don't have one that I stick with. Let me think. You know, sometimes I like Hugo Boss. Sometimes I like Calvin Klein. There's actually a couple of nice Joe Malone ones as well. Men's Joe Malone fragrances, which are nice. But I don't really have one specific one that I stick to all the time. It depends on the mood. When I get up in the morning, I just spray a different one on or whatever. Do you enjoy Yogyakarta and Bandung? I did. I really enjoyed Yogyakarta and Bandung. I've had a great trip to Indonesia. It's been really, really cool. You know, it's always nice to come out here. I come here a lot because obviously, you know, I get invited back an awful lot to do shows, and I have a lot of fans out here. A lot of fans all over Asia. So I do plan to go on a lot more trips over the next year. The Love Always album is probably the most international trips I'm going to do in the next 12 months. I have a lot planned, and a lot of plans even for next year already. So it's going to be it's going to be a lot. You're going to see a lot of me all over Asia, and hopefully, you know, in other countries too, Europe, UK and Ireland. Obviously, you're going to see me as well. So it's going to be an exciting 12 months ahead. Do you want to do any collaborations did you want to do any collaboration? There was talk of doing collaboration, and there still is actually talk of doing collaborations for the albums, you know, for a later part of the album or whatever, or just maybe a single, especially for the Asian market, because it happens an awful lot out here as well. Obviously it happens everywhere, but you know, to be in different territories, it's good to do duets with different people. So there has been mentions of 3 or 4 different names for 3 or 4 different parts of Asia. So the record label are working on it at the moment, and we're trying to work out schedules to see when it's possible to get it done. But I definitely will be doing duets probably in the next few months. Will you come back to the Philippines this year? Yes, I probably will. I'm planning to come back for a lot of promo. I'm going to be doing a lot more Asian promo, not just concerts and gigs. I'm going to be doing a lot of like trips for promo, TV shows and stuff like that. So I'll be going to different parts of Asia throughout the next kind of 6 months, and definitely touring there. I'll definitely be touring in the Philippines, and in all the territories that want me there, I will be there. It's just a matter of working out schedules, obviously, because I have to travel over and back between the UK and Ireland a lot. So it's just literally finding time to be there, and you got to do it at the right time. So it's it's all been planned in schedules at the moment. So it's going to be, as I said, a very busy year for me on a lot of planes. Okay. Do you think you will still be singing in 10 years? Yes, I hope I am. I hope I am singing in 10 years. I think I'll be singing in 30 years if I can. You know, as I said before, I said it in some interview recently, as long as I'm breathing, I'll be singing. And that's something I love to do. It's something that I don't even think about anymore. It's just a huge part of my life. I'm very, very honoured, I suppose. I'm very humbled to be able to do it for my job and do what I've always wanted to do. Growing up watching Michael Jackson, Bryan Adams, people like that, all my life growing up, Lionel Richie, different people, I always said I'd love to do that. I'd love to be like that, be on stage singing for people. And I'm doing it now for 20 years nearly. So it's I hope to do it for another 20. Why not? Will you be filming the tour this year? That's a good question, actually, because we're thinking about filming. We have a few ideas at the moment that I'll be probably announcing quite soon. We are filming definitely on the tour this year. We might be filming from different cities or different parts. So we want to do something special and definitely have some sort of DVD kind of documentary for you. Because I want you to see what it's like for me, I suppose, backstage. I want you to really see what it's like for me to be on tour. I suppose, as you know, you're just doing everything I do, the way everything works, the way everything clicks backstage. It's a really good setup we have, you know, and it's amazing. It's a very enjoyable setup, a very enjoyable time for me. So I want to share that with you, and there will be live songs recorded as well. So I'll be letting you know about when that's going to happen and where that's going to happen, because we want to do something special for, you know, obviously do something in different cities and maybe make it more exciting for the fans. Setlist. Was it hard to pick the setlist for the Love Always tour? It was, yeah, it was very hard because it took me a good few weeks actually, but I have it kind of nailed down now. You know, you want to do as many songs as you can, but you can't do too many songs because then it's too long. But I could have had a really long set list this year, but I think you still got to keep it to the regular time so people are kind of still excited and leaving feeling like they you know, I suppose they haven't seen enough and they have seen enough. You know, it's kind of that time when you got to pick everything, but it's you know, it's a good mixture. It's a good mixture of obviously my songs, the Westlife songs, the new Love Always album. Obviously there's a lot of ballads on the Love Always album, so I don't want to do too many either, but there's a lot in there, and it's a good mixture, you know. And I think it's going to be probably slightly more upbeat show this year, because there's a lot of up-tempo songs in there. Even some of the new songs I picked are up-tempo as well. So yeah, it's going to be a great set list. I really think I've nailed it. But again, you know, sometimes you gotta change it up too. If you don't feel a song is working in rehearsals, you might change it up. But I'm in a very lucky position that I have a lot of songs to choose from, so I can always just flip from one to the other if I don't think a song is working. Okay, last few questions, guys. What is the best and worst thing about touring? The best thing about touring is touring. It's just being on tour. Everything about it, I love it. I love being on tour. I love being on stage. I love the amazing catering that I have. Getting to pick your meal so perfectly every day. I love when the kids come on tour and Gillian comes on tour because it's so special for them. The kids get so excited. I love seeing all you guys every night. You know, every night there's something different happens. Something happens funny with the fans, or you know, whatever it may be. Touring is what I am here to do. That's what my job is. That's what I love to do. And if I could tour all year, every year, I would do it. But obviously you got to make albums and release albums and stuff like that, and promote as well. So yeah, everything is great. The worst thing about touring, there isn't really much worse things about touring. I think maybe just being away from home. Sometimes if you're away from home for a long time, or if I haven't seen Gillian and the kids for a long time, sometimes that can be hard. But I kind of just schedule it now that I just see them. I don't go probably 10 days without seeing them. That's as far as I'll go. So we work it out the best we can. Okay. What is in the gift bag for the meet and greet this year? Well, that's a surprise that I can't tell you about. And it's going to be, it's very cool actually. I hope you like it, but I'm not going to tell you because it's for the VIP meet and greets. So everyone that is in the VIP meet and greets, you have a nice goodie bag on the way when I see you. Will you come to Malaysia this year? Yes, I hope to come to Malaysia this year. I hope to come everywhere, as many places as possible. I'd love to come to India. I'd love to go back to China, obviously mainland China. I haven't been there in a long time either, a couple of years, and I did a lot of stuff out there, so I'm really looking forward to getting back there with this album. As I said, Asia is going to be, in general, is going to be a huge part of the schedule for the next 12 months. And I've got an awful lot of requests to come out there for different things, for different countries, but I will be there a lot. So you just have to stay tuned, and as soon as we have confirmed kind of schedules, we'll let everybody know. We love all the new posts on Instagram. Please do more Instagram stories of your day. Do you like it? Yes, I love Instagram, and I'm just kind of, I suppose I'm sussing out more about Instagram as I go on, and I even tweet more stuff about myself, I suppose my life on Instagram, and I suppose that you see what life is really like. I think Instagram is great for that, and I'm going to do an awful lot more on it. I still obviously do Facebook and Twitter as well, but I think Instagram is obviously a bit more personal, and I want to keep that for you guys, to have more personal pictures and different things, and just see some of the amazing stuff I get to see and some of the stuff I get to do. I'm very, I suppose, in a very lucky position that I get to travel the world and see all these things, and I want to share that with you as best I can. So yeah, keep an eye on Instagram, and I'll be doing a lot more Instagram stories as well. Right. Yeah. Okay. All right, guys. That was great. Thank you for all your questions. It was amazing, and I'll see you at the next live chat. Take care, guys. Bye.